we got Max Holloway and Arnold Allen.
That's what y'all came here for.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. What I saw in the Arnold Allen and Calvin Kattar fight, from what I saw from that little bit of time that happened, I think Arnold was about to knock Calvin out, and I picked Calvin in that fight. I like Calvin. From what I saw, the flow of the exchanges and the momentum of, you know how you can kind of feel like somebody finna get caught.
Yeah,
it's almost like a weird thing. It's like the way Curtis Blades fought Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
The way the fight happened with the exchanges, it felt like Curtis was about to catch Tom for some reason. It felt like Tom was off and Curtis was connecting. And I kind of felt like that with Arnold, and he actually was connecting on Calvin bad. And Calvin started rushing things. I was like, man, Arnold is actually hanging in there with this dude.
But we never got to see Arnold's cardio because people were saying he can look good like that for 2 rounds, 3 rounds.
That's fair.
But then in a 5-round fight, Calvin maybe can take the 4th and the 5th round. But when I first saw this, I rode with Arnold. I actually started studying a lot of his fights, man. And his striking is not the best. And he made certain mistakes, like even the blitzing style, he don't move his head as much as he should when he throw his punches, man. And I can see Max just catching them on the outside,
but Max
picking them apart.
Max, at this point in his career, people know he's not going for the knockout. They know he's not going for the submission. I think he's kind of put himself in a little bit of a conundrum, if that makes sense. He refused to go for takedowns.
I think Arnold has the mindset. I just don't think he has the cardio.
Or the skill set.
Huh?
Or the skill set, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think he has the size. I don't think he has the physiology. It doesn't make sense. Because you got to understand, Volkanovski had the speed, he had the power, he had the strength. Even though he was short, he had long arms. His arms longer than Max.
Arnold got that, man.
Arnold has it, but I don't think he...
And I think Arnold's stand-up is a little bit more... When it comes to fight finishing ability, he's better on the feet than Volkanovski. Because one thing, Arnold, he's very slick as far as... He don't just throw hands. He got a slick lead, high kick. He don't mind throwing high kicks from either side.
I'm glad you
at the
said
end
that.
of his punches.
I'm glad you said that.
And so he don't have to necessarily just rely on trying to box Max, because he'll actually...
I'm glad you said that, man. I'm going to be honest, man. Arnold, he's explosive, but he ain't the fastest guy, man. And that head kick, don't throw it.
He loads up.
Do I think Max is a better fighter? I don't think he's necessarily a better fighter, but I think he's a better striker. And I don't think Arnold has a skill set to beat Max.
And this is the thing that's tricky about Max. We've seen Max beat up everybody except for it was 2 people in recent history. He fought Volkanovski 3 times.
Connor and Volk.
And Dustin Poirier. But I'm gonna tell you something. What do in his last losses, what do they have in common? They're left-handed. Max didn't really do so hot against Connor, and he didn't really do so hot against Dustin. And they left-handed, and they got a lot of knockout power.
It's weird because Volk was switching stances, man. Volk was winning on the outside. He was winning on the inside.
So I'm
you know the thing is, fighters realize the way to beat Max on the feet is to throw a jab and to counter Max coming in, because Max like the blitz too. Both of these guys like the blitz. I don't think Arnold has that. I don't think he has the skill set to do that. Yeah, he has the tangibles and stuff, but I don't think he has the skill set. Yeah, I don't think he has the skill set like Dustin, who can counter him left hook. I think Arnold's gonna look good for 1 round, and I think Max gonna win. Yeah, and I think Max gonna win 2nd through 5th, and that's if Arnold can survive. Because Max can't take no L. If Max take an L, then it's over.
It's so odd because Max has a lot of losses in his last few fights, but they've all come to a certain caliber of fighter.
Yeah.
Like Volkanovski 3 times, Dustin Poirier, in a higher weight class. And then we seen Volkanovski just arguably beat Islam Makhachev. So it's like, it's weird because you can't really hold those losses against Max, but where is he mentally though? Yeah. Because we know Arnold hungry. This is important for Max to win this fight because we talk about it all the time. He may have lost to Volkanovski, but even when you lose fights like that, you still have to win because you don't know what could shake. And Volkanovski might, let's say anything could have happened. What if Volkanovski would have won and said, hey, I'm going to be the lightweight champ. I'm giving up the featherweight belt. And Max could be competing right now for whoever win this fight could have been fighting Yair. You see what I'm saying? And so he has to win this fight because he does have a win over Yair. And if Yair, I'm just saying hypothetically, I don't think this is going to happen. If Yair can beat Volk, does Volk get a rematch? Or does Volk actually go up to lightweight? Or does Max have an opportunity to say, hey, I already got a win over Yair. So Max kind of got to win this fight, man. There's a lot going on, but I wouldn't take Arnold lightly. Like if I was Max, I would take Arnold very seriously, man, because you never know. A year from now, Max could be champion again, depending on if he win this fight or not.
Yeah, because Yair has a better chance of beating Volk than Max do.
Yeah, 100%.
But then again, Max can beat Yair. He already beat him.
He already has.
You know,
so it'll be interesting.